James Thomas, Tony, my favorite movie critic. We're going to talk about a couple of movies. It is Thanksgiving weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Let's talk about Eternity. Tony, Eternity is what? A romantic comedy film directed by David Freeney. Is that his name? Freeney? Whatever his name is. And it's because you can't remember the name of the movie. You can't remember the name of the director because guess what? The movie wasn't that great, was it?
I thought it was okay. I thought
Yeah.
it was a cute, funny, romantic dramedy, if you will, about how would you spend your eternity? How would you spend the rest of your life? I thought the world building was really neat. There are a lot of different eternities that are involved. That a few mentioned, but I won't kind of get into spoilers there because yeah, we won't touch on that. But
No.
it puts an interesting predicament. Like how would you handle if if you had an early love that was lost and then you found your second, spouse, who would you spend eternity with? And so it's an interesting predicament they put themselves in.
Mhm.
And the reason it's only entertaining for me is it's really just the trio of actors. I
Yeah.
thought Elizabeth Olsen was fine, and Miles Teller and Colin Turner, the three of them had a nice chemistry,
Mhm.
but it's not really a vehicle for any of them. It's really just more of a showcase of how would you handle your eternity.
Definitely. Divine Joy Randolph was pretty good in it. John Early was kind of good at it. They were like the comic relief on the side almost. Definitely. And you're right. There's too many other eternities that we can't talk about that were involved with that. So we'll leave that one alone. Miles Tiller, Callum were pretty good. Elizabeth Olsen was pretty good too. You're right. Who would you spend eternity with? Well, at this particular point, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5.
I'm between a 3 and 3.5, and like you shouted out, Davine Joy Randolph, hilarious. She steals every scene she's in. So if you're looking for just something funny, like she is reason enough to watch it, there's just not enough there to make it, something that definitely needs to be seen in theaters, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. Speaking of Thanksgiving, the next day is Black Friday. Everybody's going to be out there crawling over each other. And hey, folks, be careful. Don't kill anybody because a Wake Up Dead Man is the next movie you need to go see. Knives Out's Wake Up Dead Man. Tony, tell us what it's about.
Well, I don't want to get into spoilers here, but it's pretty much just another Benoit Blanc murder mystery. It revolves around this small town and this church that kind of has a weird vibe about it, but it's a macabre mystery that's, and the whole film is really just, it's captivated by Josh O'Connor, who's really kind of coming to his own the last few years. But this is his establishing performance that really shouts, like, I'm here to stay. He's
Mhm.
fantastic. And honestly, Benoit Blanc doesn't show up for about the first 40-45 minutes. And that's okay because the trio of characters they've crafted and the mystery itself really does, keep your intrigue very well.
Definitely. Daniel Craig, as always, is good as the detective who's always bumbling around and can't figure anything out. Andrew Scott, Mila Kunis. Wow, we're getting up in age up there a little bit, aren't we?
Mm.
We're all getting a
Yeah.
little bit older. I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I enjoyed it. Glenn Close, let's not forget Glenn Close because she's in this, and there's a very definitely interesting ending for this. I didn't know who it was at first. I really did. It kind of caught it. I was like trying to figure out who it was. And when they finally revealed who it was, it's like, oh man, it figures, doesn't it? It does. So again, this is Knives Out, a murder mystery. Wake up, dead man. Tony, wake up. Wake up, dead man. So Tony, I'm gonna give it maybe 3.5. 3.5, that's what I'm gonna stick with.
I'm at a 4. I really enjoyed this. I wish there was more for the characters. Like the cast is astonishing. We didn't mention Kaylee Spaney. We didn't mention Andrew Scott. There are a lot of big names in this. I just wish the first Knives Out did such a good job exploring those side characters
Yeah.
more that Glass Onion didn't do. This did a better job, but just not quite as strong as the first
Right.
film. I think it's my second favorite of the series though so far.
Yeah, definitely. All right, folks, have a great Thanksgiving weekend. Tony, you did invite me over for Thanksgiving dinner, but that's okay. Folks, Black Friday, I'll see you at Walmart or Best Buy. So definitely have a great weekend. Have a great holiday weekend.